So imagine you're watching a raw, unedited, high-stakes satellite feed of like a massive global event. I mean, millions of dollars are on the line here. Have you ever wondered about the invisible, highly secure pipes required to keep that feed from being pirated before it reaches your screen?
It's a great question, honestly.
Yeah, and today we are looking at a pretty dense, highly technical spec sheet for something called the VTech, formerly Exterity AVSTR-G4417-PI AvediaStream Gateway Blade. Our mission in this deep dive is to translate this enterprise AV jargon into a clear picture of how high-value video is actually beamed around the world. Okay, let's unpack this.
Right, so we really need to start with what that G4417-PI gateway blade actually does. Physically, it's basically a piece of hardware that acts as a receiver.
Like a very specialized receiver.
Exactly. It ingests content-protected live TV and radio directly from satellite sources and then translates that media so it can be streamed across a standard local computer network. What's fascinating here is how it handles the security.
Right, because the spec sheet highlights dual conditional access slots and pro.idiom encryption, which honestly, those terms sound incredibly intimidating.
Oh, they definitely sound intense.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's a bit more sophisticated than just checking a password before letting the video onto the network.
Oh, considerably more. So conditional access means the device physically holds smart cards from broadcasters. And these cards unlock the raw proprietary satellite signal.
Okay, but once it's unlocked, isn't it vulnerable?
That's exactly the issue. Once the video is unlocked, it's highly vulnerable. So the device immediately wraps the video in pro.idiom encryption before it ever even hits the local network.
Wow, so it's instantaneous.
Yeah, so if someone taps into your office Wi-Fi and intercepts the feed, all they see is scrambled digital noise. The encryption key changes constantly.
Making it virtually impossible to crack in real time. It's like having a highly trained digital bouncer for premium TV.
That is a perfect way to picture it.
Like translating a top secret document from a locked briefcase into a completely new, unbreakable code before handing it over to the mailroom. That makes total sense for securing a local network in one building.
Right. Locally, it is locked down tight.
But I'm genuinely confused about how this works on a global scale. I mean, if a company needs to beam that $1 million secure video from London to a remote site in Tokyo, traditional logic says they have to buy access to a private, dedicated delivery network. How do they avoid paying an absolute fortune for that?
Well, we use another piece of hardware Vitec launched alongside it. It's the G4401 IP to IP gateway.
Okay.
By putting one of these at the source and one at the destination, organizations can actually route that highly encrypted video over the standard public internet.
Wait, the public internet?
The very same.
The same chaotic, jittery internet I used to stream Netflix. I mean, that drops connections all the time. How can you trust a premium encrypted broadcast feed to that kind of volatile environment?
You wouldn't normally. Not without a mechanism called the SRT protocol.
Which stands for Secure Reliable Transport, right?
Exactly. The public internet is indeed chaotic. Data packets arrive out of order, or they just, vanish into the ether entirely.
So how does SRT fix that?
It actively compensates for that chaos. It anticipates packet loss and recovers the missing data in real time well before the viewer ever sees a glitch.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah, it essentially paves over the internet's potholes as the data drives over them, guaranteeing a smooth, flawless broadcast feed over a bumpy public network. If we connect this to the bigger picture, it completely democratizes enterprise-grade broadcasting.
Right, and here's where it gets really interesting. By combining that pro.idiom encryption with the SRT protocol's ability to smooth out public internet chaos, the walled gardens of traditional television broadcasting are essentially collapsing.
They really are. You just don't need those dedicated satellite uplinks or private fiber networks anymore.
Exactly. A company can take a massive transport stream, which is like a bundle of channels from an IPTV provider, pick the exact channels they want, and securely broadcast them to branch offices globally.
It's wild. Military-grade infrastructure now essentially fits into a single, affordable server blade that uses the exact same internet pipes as your home router.
It really is wild. So what does this all mean? Ultimately, these VTech gateways represent a massive leap in how we move premium encrypted content.
Absolutely.
It proves that anyone can now transport highly sensitive, zero-latency video affordably and securely, totally bypassing specialized, cost-prohibitive telecom networks.
And this raises an important question. If enterprise-level, highly encrypted video routing over standard internet connections is now this accessible and cost-effective, how soon until everyday individuals start running their own hyper-secure, globally distributed private broadcasting networks right out of their living room?